Welcome back to Monday's Light Codes Messages, week 199. And happy birthday to my sister. Today, I didn't have a lot of visions today, but in the Alpha Chakra, which is to do with our direction and purpose and mission and so forth, what I saw, which is interesting because one of the other people in the group had something similar to do with star consciousness. But what I actually saw was because I had to take a double take. I don't know why I questioned it, but I did. And I saw like a flying saucer. And in front of the first vision that I actually saw was the big A to do with ascension. So this is, we're in the divine masculine chakra here, and it is to do with ascension. So the big A comes in, it's all to do with ascension and awakening. And then I saw the flying saucer. And standing in front of the flying saucer was a feminine energy. So the flying saucer was behind. So this is the galactic energies behind us, coming in behind us. We're in the masculine chakra. There was a feminine energy in there also. And so this is connecting with our galactic selves and with the other energies out there in the stars, I guess. And then in the Omega chakra, which is the divine feminine chakra, and to do with our soul's pathway and helping the purpose, mission, and directions to be anchored, to anchor the divine masculine energies on Earth. I saw the flying saucer again, but this time, and before I saw the flying saucer, I also saw the A. So again, divine masculine is ascending, divine feminine is ascending. And then the flying saucer again, but this time on the flying saucer, sitting outside the flying saucer, on the flying saucer, was a dog. Now, I didn't, it took me a couple of seconds to figure out the dog message, and this energy is coming from the dog star, which is Sirius. So bringing that, anchoring that divine energy from the star system Sirius, because Sirius is known as the dog star. Then I saw a holy person, and the way I recognize a holy person is because the person has the big halo. So there was the holy person, and the holy person was standing in front of the pyramids. So what this means is this is all about anchoring our pyramidal self. So we have risen, ascended in our energies and our frequencies. We've created the perfect pyramidal self, and now it is time to anchor it. The holy person, kind of looked feminine, but then I sort of let that go because I thought at this stage is probably not really about masculine or feminine, although it was in the divine feminine chakra. So very much about, the divine masculine, divine feminine ascending and anchoring those frequencies. So you go up, you ascend, you've built your pyramidal self, and when you get this beautiful pyramid that you've built, you start to anchor your frequencies. And that brings me to something, I don't know if I talked about it last week or not, but through the week I had, I can't remember if it was this week or the week before, but I had a message, and this is in regards to twin flames, and but it's in regards to everybody. So it's about the 3 twin flames. I think I talked about it last week. Did I talk about it last week, guys? Okay, I talked about it last week. So anyway, it's about the 3 stages. The first stage is the divine feminine, developing the masculine feminine within ourselves. We are the twin flame. The second level is the divine masculine, divine feminine, and then the third is anchoring that energy on Earth, which comes in the form of, often comes in the form of a person. So it is the 3 ways. There's still a lot of information that I haven't received from the divine to do with that, but this reminds me of that here we are, the divine masculine ascended into the divine masculine, ascended into the divine feminine, and connecting and receiving those energies from the dog star and bringing them back to earth, anchoring that pyramidal self energy on earth, as above, so below. And the next vision that I had, which I think was actually between the throat and the solar plexus, was actually a laser beam, somebody holding a laser beam sword. So it's a laser of truth, the laser of truth, or the light of truth, bringing through the light of truth. And then then I saw a rose, a big rose, and this rose was, somebody else had the same thing, same person that had the star consciousness also had the rose. And so the rose was coming, the rose is to do with love, and the rose wasn't, there was energy as in movement. So there was movement with this rose. And then I also saw it growing. So this rose was growing and rising up. So greater love, growing energies of love. And this was all connected within the sacral chakra and the brow chakra. So we can see the relationship chakras coming through there and really bringing that forward. And then the final vision that I had was when all chakras had become unified as the one chakra. And again, I saw the capital A, the big A, which is to do with ascension, that all chakras now perfectly aligned for the ascension. So that was really nice to see. And there was a great acknowledgement as we went further out into the energy field of the great souls that we are being acknowledged. And that if you want to acknowledge your own soul and your great soul, because we are all great souls, then you can use this mantra, Ruha, Ruha, Ruha. And it came through very clearly quite a bit. And it is to do with the great soul. Ru is the soul and Ha is great. So great soul, great soul, great soul. So they were all the visions that I had today. And in the cards this week, the first card is card number 59. And it is about counting your blessings, is what the actual card says. So count your blessings. And this is about the truth and wisdom, and expressing your truth and your wisdom, and count your blessings. So showing gratitude and recognizing all of the beautiful that you have in your life, and acknowledging that and not placing any focus on the negatives at all, but count the blessings, because there are always blessings around us. And they actually are more than what we think is not. And even those that we think are not are actually blessings in disguise. We just need to look for them. And in the sacral chakra this week, we have the Knight of Water, and it says emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, and contemplative, falling in love, or the marriage. The need to balance emotions. And this has been coming up for a few people in my healing sessions lately, the need to balance the emotions, or an invitation to a social event. So something is coming forward that is to do with, balancing and aligning the emotions. So we had in the visions, we had the energy growing, the energy of love growing. And sometimes, that can be quite overwhelming when the love is changing from, especially if it's shifting from human love to more of a divine or an unconditional love. So in that process of shifting things through, needing to balance and stay balanced with your emotions. And of course, the ascension and the beginning phases of coming into the ascension is you need to be able to balance and master those emotions before you can come forward out of the fourth dimension and into the fifth dimension. And in the solar plexus today, we have the man, or the masculine energy, coming into his power. So he's actually stepping forward now. So if your masculine energy is coming into his power, be it the masculine within you, or be it the divine masculine aspect of you, which would be in, governing your soul's direction, purpose, mission, that can be quite overwhelming. So, you know, that connecting in with this, that can be very overwhelming. Or it could be your divine masculine manifest on earth, you know, that we call the twin flame, or your divine masculine, the divine masculine dude that's there physical on earth, coming into his power. And if he's coming into his power, it's say he is manifest on earth, and it's not about the divine masculine within you, but it'll all be connected in any case. But if it is him, as in physical, in the physical dude, then and he's coming into his power. While he's coming into his power, he could be going through some inner turmoil, and that could reflect on you. So again, it's about, you know, balancing those emotions. So recognizing that there's a need to be conscious of all of that. What is yours? What is not yours? And just being in a space of absolute love with all of that. You know, the rose, be the rose, be the rose, grow like the rose. And in the heart, again, we had the energy of joy and stability. And this reminds me of the vision of the holy person, because of this beautiful holy halo kind of energy here, and building our personal pyramidal self and becoming really strong and powerful with that. So joy and stability, because the pyramid is very stable. So we have to build ourselves very stable for that. And if you'd like help with that, you can work on the Luxor Light Ascension program. Just go to my website, www.howtoreturnTolove.com. And in the throat chakra, we have the moon. Now, the moon is often telling us this is to do with intuition. This is in the throat chakra. It's also to do with wishes coming true. So moving through that gateway, you know, because this is in the throat chakra, and the throat chakra is literally a gateway. It's like actually a bottleneck, you know, you've got to get through there. And so there's a shift coming through here, but which will help, especially if you stay in joy, which will give you stability, joy and stability, and move through the gateways and receive all those beautiful blessings. Look at all these beautiful blessings coming down here from the sun and the moon, the alignments going on there. And here we have the dog. So this reminds me of the vision of the dog on the flying saucer. Blessings from the dog star, energies from Sirius coming through for us this week. And in the brow chakra, the desert, card number 24, which is a card of love, the card of marriage, sacred archetypal element of fire. So great transformation going on when it comes to the union of the masculine and feminine energies meeting in the brow chakra there as the Kundalini rises. Great transformation comes with that. A great deal of power. And as that is rising and surging through you, you will need to balance your emotions so that you can fully receive all of that divine wisdom that is coming to you through this great energy of transformation. And in the brow chakra, need to nurture yourself. So that again comes back. I want to keep coming back to that, balancing your emotions. Mother Mary asking you to nurture yourself, look after yourself, give yourself lots of love. She is the energy of the rose. She is the rose herself. So the beautiful energy of the rose, Mother Mary. And in Omega this week, we have Osiris, father, husband, brother, son. So again, here we have the divine masculine coming in to the divine feminine chakra here to bring that beautiful balance when the two are in balance and fully developed and in harmony, in union. In the then you have this great mastery, because he's a master. He's the god, the ancient Egyptian god of Osiris. So he has the mastery of that, of the pathway. So she's anchored the masculine into the feminine, which means that now missions and things can be birthed and come forward. So you can create or birth, should I say, a new reality. And I'm just giving a plug to my book that will be published in the next few days, this week sometime. And my book is called Birthing a New Reality, and you should read it. So check it out. And the final card today in the Alpha Chakra is Avalokitesvara. Now, Avalokitesvara is the Bodhisattva. And again, somebody in the group also mentioned the Bodhisattva energy coming through today. So Avalokitesvara is the Bodhisattva. And this card actually says, see other people's point of view. The Bodhisattva is waiting to help bring all other people through that are ready for awakening. So they forego their own nirvana in order to wait for everybody else to awaken and to ascend as well. So this is Avalokitesvara, which is hard for me to say, but welcoming us all into the energies of the Bodhisattva so that we can help everybody else, because there's so much going on in the world today, and it's time for us all to put out our hand to help others up by just being who you are. So really beautiful messages this week, and yes, I want to give myself another plug because my book will be published sometime this week. We don't know yet. That's in the hands of the divine, but it will be this week. And Birthing a New Reality by Christina Ricci. And I'm really looking forward to sharing this story, which is a story that has taken 18 years, and it's taken 12 years since I started writing it to get to this point to actually publish, for lots of reasons of blocking myself and time not being right. But what I would like to point out is 18 years is 2 cycles of 9, and 9 is a completion cycle. And 18 years ago, on my 44th birthday, oops, gave away my age, old chook, I birthed a new reality, which we call Luxor Light Ascension program. So that the energies, I brought through the energies, and that really connects so well with the message that has come through today, that when the divine masculine, divine feminine come together, and it's time, and they're there strong and solid in their pyramidal self, they start to bring down these energies of Sirius, which is what, hey, I'm just getting this right now because I didn't get it while I was with those visions, but now it's all making sense. And the energies of Luxor Light Ascension frequencies, which are in a program, because I was shown how to help people build and strengthen their pyramidal self, we anchor the energies of Sirius within ourselves. So it's a journey of the divine, developing the masculine and feminine within, coming into balance and harmony with that, going up there and being able to collect our own energies and bring them back down again. It is a journey of the Bodhisattva. And so back to, it started 18 years ago on my birthday, on a year that became my soul's, that was my soul's vibration. And I talk a lot about numerology in the book, but it's not a book about numerology, but I do talk about numerology in the book, and how numbers are significant to our awakening and moving and our ascension, the sacredness of the numbers and how we can understand our journey through the numbers. And it was the year of my soul, which connected with my soul's vibration. And then 9 years later, I went through another awakening, which opened me to the journey of the twin flame, which also shattered my life, and I had to start the journey all over again. And I've only just realized in the recent week, because I wondered, why did I have to meet my twin flame when I already had my twin flame mission? I was already on mission, already bringing through the frequencies, already helping people through the ascension process, already doing all of this. Why did I even need the twin flame? Because as we know, most people say the twin flame helps you to awaken, but I'd already awakened, I'd already anchored and grounded everything. And so why did I need this rocky journey? And that will probably be revealed in my next walk, which will be about twin flames. But I figure, because I shattered so much through the process of at the end of that 9 years. And I had to rebuild myself. Maybe that's why they sent in my twin flame, to wake me up again, to get me back to where I was. And maybe that was it. And then there's been another 9-year journey. Who knows? I don't know. Who knows? That'll be revealed in the next book, as I said, as I journey the journey. But this year, my birthday is the 3rd of March. So Luxor Light was birthed on the 3rd of March in 2004. On the 3rd of March, 2022, because Luxor Light is all about the 22 vibration, I could never have planned this. I have been beating myself up for taking so long to get my book published. I made some very quick decisions in the last weeks without even really knowing that I would make it to this point. But this week sometime, my birthday is the 3rd of March. Luxor Light's birthday is the 3rd of March. Between the 3rd and 4th of March is Luxor Light birthday. That you'll have to read the book to find out what that's all about. But I am birthing the publication of the book. There are no mistakes, and there is no such thing as synchronicity. There just is divine timing, and everything happens in the perfect time frame. So I'm really very excited and a little bit nervous as well to be publishing this book. It's my second book, but it's the main book of the journey of the Ascension program, how Luxor Light Ascension frequencies came to Earth, birthed through my body, and it's a great read. I think you will enjoy it. I know you're going to enjoy it. So I'm just giving myself a plug. Buy my book. Keep an eye out for me here. I'm going to be talking about it more, and it'll be available on Amazon and other places soon. But to start with, it'll be available on Amazon within the next week, called Birthing a New Reality. Can't remember what else it says underneath there. And it's written by me, Christina Ritchie. So check it out. I'm going to stick it up on here anyway, so you're going to see that. So till next week, when we will be in the first week of March, bringing through those Christ frequencies, which are starting to come through for us now because we're already in the energy of Pisces. So the Christ frequencies coming through, with the 3rd of March also being the 3-3, so the Christ energy, Ascended Master energy coming through on the 3rd of March. The galactic energies coming through, star consciousness coming through for us. What is Alpha energy coming through for us? We will have a whole month of the star consciousness Christ frequencies coming through for the month of March, with the 3-3 energy, and the 12th of March will also become a 3-3 energy, and of course the 21st of March, and then again on the 3rd of March. So a lot of Christ consciousness frequencies coming through, and they've already started. So I really look forward to sharing March with you. If you don't join my group here live, then pop over to Etsy, etsy.com/shop/Soul Awakenings, and you'll find all of my light codes on that shop. So see you next week. Bye.